That is no excuse for deserting your post.
You ordered them killed!
The Red Army knows how to take care of its friends.
I've ordered many deaths. Which specifically are you referring to?
Lev Abramovich Isakovich have been found guilty of crimes against the state. The punishment is death.
Lev Abramovich Isakovich.
Блядь, сукин сын!
I come all the way from Moscow to this remote piss hole, and this is how you greet your old commanding officer?
What do you want from me, Colonel?
I wanted to show you something. Recognize this? What you wrote on these pages could condemn a man several times over. But before that happens, comrade, first I need to know the truth.
The time has come to push the fascists out of Stalingrad, comrades! Lieutenant Isakovich, you will lead the assault. Charge from the docks to the square. Once it's clear, we can bring in support to help crush the German armor that is sure to be waiting. The fascists are well dug in, but their persistence is no match for Soviet zeal and our overwhelming numbers. Do not be discouraged by a few losses. Kill these fascists and show no mercy!
Heavy machine gun north of the breach! They have the main route covered!
More shock troops are available for deployment, comrade. What are you doing? Stay out of its firing arc.
This HMG is tearing us apart!
Keep advancing, comrades. He cannot stop you all. Their HMG is down. Advance. Comrade, those fucking howitzers are going to annihilate our troops. Move up, locate, and destroy them quickly.
We are pinned in an apartment building 1 kilometer north of the docks. We have civilians. The Germans are all around us. Please help!
German MG-42 up ahead. We should look for another flanking route.
One gun is down. Destroy the other. Artillery guns are down.
Hands aboard!
Comrade, get out of the line of sight. Your shock troops cannot damage that tank.
Comrade, that panzer is going to be an annoyance as we advance. The conscripts will keep it occupied. You need to find something to take it out with.
A German anti-tank gun has been spotted in the ruins. Comrade, requisition it for our own use. Another HMG. We need to blind it before we can attempt a flank. Use a smoke grenade.
Thank you, Commander. I thought we were done for.
Let's get these civilians back to the river. Go!
Now! Go! Before the smoke clears! Commander, take the anti-tank gun through the ruins and destroy that tank!
Shit! Shit, was me! Deflection! Fire again! Shit! Reload! Hurry!
Panzer 4 is down. You should have a clear attack on the rail station.
Step back!
Retreat! Fall back!
By orders of Comrade Stalin, all who retreat are traitors to the motherland! Turn back and fight, damn you! Fire! They were warned! Now, attack!
Deal with those machine guns, Commander!
A frontal assault is suicide!
Troops can...
You will attack the German line, or you will die by my pistol!
Troops cannot...
Now move!
One machine gun is down! German tanks are entering the square!
Commander, utilize the anti-tank gun and destroy that German armor! Remember, attempt to flank them if you can! Commander, focus on those tanks! Do not waste your time on German infantry!
Ich kapituliere!
Hold up, man.
Ich kapituliere!
Careful.
Bitte, bitte! Gnade zeigen! Bitte!
This young lady is Anya Zelinsky.
Yes. Stalingrad. I remember. Those Germans tried to surrender and...
We won a glorious victory that day.
Glorious?
Tell me, comrade. When did you begin to lose faith in the cause? When we first met, you were a true believer.
In my men. I always believed in them.
I am Colonel Churkin of the NKVD. Major Borodin has been relieved for incompetence, and I have assumed command. Comrades, the fascists are almost upon us.
Our front line is contracting. Again! We no longer have the resources to hold the Germans here.
But sir, we have to slow them down. We can buy time for the civilians to escape.
Lieutenant?
Isakovich, Lev Abramovich, Comrade Colonel.
Yes, Lieutenant, we must buy time. Not only for the civilians here, but for Moscow. We must also prevent the German bastards from capturing our supplies. Anything we can't load onto that train must be destroyed.
Germans are almost here. We need to leave.
German forces are on the edge of town. Evacuate immediately. Leave your belongings. Evacuate the town immediately.
Move, move, move! Let's go, comrades!
Comrade Lieutenant Isakovich, while our men continue to load the train, your unit will be tasked with evacuating and destroying any remaining military assets. First, hold the enemy at the front line while our supply trucks are evacuated. Once they depart, lure the fascists into town where our engineers have planted explosives. Destroy anything that might be of use to the Germans and then fall back to the rail yard, where you must protect the train until it departs. When the train leaves, evacuate to the rally point across the bridge. Are you prepared to execute your orders, Lieutenant Isakovich? For the Rodina, the motherland! German forces are approaching. Reinforce the front line. Take those conscripts and use them to replenish our shock troops by the front line. Hurry, comrade! It's only a matter of time before the fascists push us back. You must hold the line and prevent the Germans from advancing. Those shock troops have invaluable equipment and training. Keep them safe.
We won't last long. We need reinforcements.
You must hold the line. Call in more conscript squads if you have to.
Sukhin Shin! Stukas! Take cover!
More of them! They're trying to flank us!
We can't hold this position any longer! Fall back to the tracks!
Set up defensive positions and defend those supplies at all costs. Well done, Comrade Lieutenant. The supply trucks are moving out. There are critical military assets that could not be evacuated in time. Order our engineers to wire them with explosives and destroy them before the Germans push us back.
Sir, we can use some of this equipment to hold off the Germans, or even aid the evacuation.
We cannot risk having those assets fall into German hands. Destroy them at once. Well done, comrade. We have denied the Germans access to any of our supplies.
Sir, they are bringing in vehicles.
We have a special surprise for the German bastards.
But sir, our troops!
We are out of time. Detonate the explosives. That will hold them off for now. But they won't give up that easily.
Ready!
This town may fall to the fascisti, but all they will find is smoldering ruins. Fall back towards the train yard and requisition flamethrowers for your engineers. We will burn this town to the ground. Our headquarters is still operational. Use it to request additional conscripts and engineers. Order your men to set the houses on fire. Once that is done, have them torch the surrounding fields. Leave nothing for the Germans.
Hurry, comrade! We cannot waste any time!
The Germans are advancing through the fields. Comrade Lieutenant, torch the fields before they push through.
We've doused the fields with gasoline. Be careful, comrade.
Hurry, comrade! We cannot waste any time! Our forces are still in the fields!
We cannot let the Germans advance. Torch the fields now. Good job, comrade. Fritz will regret ever stepping foot on Soviet territory. You have done well holding off the fascisti, but we still need more time.
Sir, mines won't be enough if their vehicles push through. We can use those T-34s too.
Negative. Those assets are required elsewhere. Make do with what you have.
Quickly, comrade! Place some mines on the roads!
Ready your weapons, comrades, and remember, the train yard must be protected at all costs.
Place more mines on the roads! More German vehicles are sure to come! Incoming half-track! Main road!
Another scout car coming in! We're almost done! We're moving out the last of the tanks!
Sir, they have tanks. We won't be able to stop them.
There is nothing more you can do. Fall back to the bridge.
We can't hold them up any longer! Fall back to the bridge!
Enemy armor! Run, comrades! Run!
I can still see their faces as they stood there, stunned.
We sacrificed a few to save a city. You showed great courage that day, comrade.
Abandoning my men showed great courage?
Yes! We were victorious. We faced an enemy that seemed unstoppable. We did what was necessary to keep the Germans from taking Moscow. You had proved you were ready for the difficult challenge we faced at Mzinsk.
What was asked of our men at Mtsensk approached the impossible.
German infantry approaches the ridge in great numbers. Although our weapon support is limited, we must hold these 3 positions. More Maxim HMGs will arrive soon. But for now, you must rely on conscripts and good cover. When an opportunity presents itself, we will push forward and secure the roads into Mtsensk.
Maxim gunner down. Recruit at MG.
Central road, we have incoming! Enemy flamethrower! Fire! Take that German flamethrower!
You may now dispatch Frontoviki conscript squads. These soldiers have access to Molotov cocktails and submachine guns.
Panzer Grenadiers to the north! Suppress them before they can grenade our trenches!
Quick! Suppress the Panzer Grenadiers with the HMG!
German tanks! Get down!
We cannot hold the ridge against these numbers. Commander, pull back your forces and begin to shore up defenses in the village. All batteries cease fire. You are hitting friendlies. Commander, engineers are ready to set up defenses in the village. In addition, Guards Rifle Infantry are now available from the Campania. We need more firepower. Requisition light machine guns for our Guards Rifle Infantry. Comrade, the Germans will be upon us soon.
Contact! A probe attack, testing our defenses. The central position is under attack. They are pushing on the south.
Enemy tanks are coming in. We have 80 guns in the village. Get them to the front lines.
Sink the panzers! Break the ice with grenades or demolitions!
Incoming artillery! Get down!
Steel yourselves, comrades! Enemy forces are rallying to overwhelm the village.
Another barrage! They have zeroed us in!
Another wave! All forces fall back and defend the headquarters.
German howitzers are still pounding the village. Get our T-34s to the ridge and smash those fucking guns! Those panzers are no match for T-34s. Flank them and reclaim the ridge. Gather your forces. Lead the way with armor and crush the enemy. What are you waiting for, Commander? Finish them. The Zens is secure. Well done, comrades. The fascists will learn to fear Soviet armor. Our victory that day halted the advance of the fascist oppressors. We stopped them, delayed them, which forced them to face the brutal winter to come.
But at what cost? You were always willing to sacrifice so many brave men. Were their lives really so cheap?
I did not have the luxury to agonize over every soldier I sent to die. They understood what was at stake, and their bravery bought us the time we needed to do what was necessary.
You risk freezing to death. Look for fires or structures along our path.
Look at these tracks. Fritz has been this way. There must be a camp nearby.
Just need to stop to warm up a bit.
There, comrades. We can warm ourselves by that fire. These Germans will not mind.
Comrades, I think we can all agree we are freezing our balls off out here. Huh? But then, so are the fascists. We will take advantage of this weather and drive the Germans out of the area around Moscow. They've pulled back to defensive positions somewhere around here. Scouts are moving into position here. You will rendezvous with them and provide demolition support. We have limited forces, comrades. Stay warm and stay alive.
Snow this deep will slow our advance. We can move much faster on roads and trails. Stay in cover to shield yourself from the wind. It may not keep you warm, but it will keep you alive. On the march. This camp, it must have been left by the advance team. But where are they? Here we go. Liat! Ambush! The scouts! We're saved! You made it. Good. We thought you might have frozen to death. Not from this little breeze. This cold is nothing. Now hurry and warm yourselves. We need to scout the German position. Hold your fire. We do not want to give our position away.
Sir, we had to take shelter from the cold, but we are ready to aid your effort. The cold has crippled the German tanks. Explosives can ensure they stay that way.
The German outpost is nearby. We can move to cover to camouflage our approach. We can put up a flare from here to scout out the enemy approach. The Germans are just ahead. If we move into that cover, we should be in range. The outpost is ours.
Excellent. We've put extra squads at your disposal to aid your efforts.
We'll continue our advance. There should be another German depot near here.
Comrade Lieutenant, we took cover in this house when we heard gunfire, but we are ready to serve. Sir, we can commandeer that half-track to aid our troops. Again, you prove yourself quite capable. But our work isn't done yet, comrades. There's at least one more depot across the river to the northeast. But scouts should advance carefully, as by now the Germans surely know we're coming.
Comrade Lieutenant, scouts report German reinforcements approaching our position. Man those mortars! We will bring hell down on them! We must hold the region at any cost.
There's a German Stug coming up the river. Now we're fucked!
We can drown it. Quick! Barrage the river with the mortars. Break the ice. Sink that fascist tank.
Good shot! Sent the bastards to an icy grave. Look at the Germans run. They aren't so tough without their tank.
If General Winter helped us at Moscow, it was simply because his hand found more Germans than Russians.
No. It was the courage and sacrifice of the Red Army and the Soviet people that bled and slowed the enemy. The fascists would have been warming themselves in a burning Moscow had we not fought so fiercely before the snows came. Every hard-fought battle was necessary to teach a lesson, comrade. To show us we could defeat the Germans. And this drove our troops to fight with great determination in Stalingrad.
What drove us in Stalingrad was Order 227. Our soldiers had no choice. It was fight or die.
There is no retreat! Not one step back! By Order 227, anyone who retreats will be shot on the spot! Executed as a coward and a traitor!
Perhaps the enemy should save their bullets. Just let us shoot each other. But really, comrades, there is no other option. The only way we're going to survive this day is to advance.
We understand, Lieutenant Comrade. We are with you to the end.
Like we have a choice.
Comrades, the motherland must be reclaimed. We have nowhere to go but forward to victory. We will hold the area near the factory and then push through the city to the German position. We need to be careful of flank attacks.
Be ready to stage a counterattack when the opportunity arises. Fascist prisoners have informed us that the Germans will be moving armored divisions forward for attack. I'll try to find you more support when that time comes. We will push the fascists out of Stalingrad, block by block, if we must. Comrade Captain, gather your men and secure a perimeter.
Incoming Stug! We need anti-tank support!
I have assigned some Katyushas to your command, Comrade Captain. They should prove useful in flushing the German rats out of the city.
If our forward lines spot for them, they'll be much more effective.
They're taking cover in those buildings! Take them out!
Incoming artillery!
Continue pushing forward and secure the bridges leading to the enemy stronghold.
Artillery fire! Take cover!
Comrade Captain, there is a third bridge to the north. If you can secure it, I will be able to send additional reinforcements to assist you. That's one of the emplacements. Locate the second one. Well done, Comrade Captain. Reinforcements are on the way.
I fucking hate those bunkers!
Sir, we have secured one of the bridges.
Excellent. Set up defenses and proceed to the second bridge. The fascists will not renounce control of this area without a fight.
We have reports of German forces approaching your position. Do not let them push you back.
This is where we turn the tide, comrades. Push forward and destroy the enemy base.
Forward, comrades! Into their base!
It was in Stalingrad when I realized you were losing control of your command.
Why? Because I didn't send all my men to die. Because I fought by their side.
You were never with us. Admit it! A good officer follows orders, without question.
I'll kill that damn sniper with my bare hands.
Stalingrad is ripe for the taking, Comrade Captain. But we need intelligence on the movements of nearby German divisions. They must have had a forward headquarters in this region. but German snipers have us boxed in. Most likely to delay our advance while their panzer divisions prepare a counterattack. You will clear the area of snipers, then search for any intelligence. We have a limited window before they muster another attack.
Recon has located fuel and weapon caches nearby. Retrieve them to bolster our supplies.
That's one sector cleared of snipers.
We are exploring a compound east of your position. Keep us safe, comrades.
Another sector cleared.
Commander, we found a German command post, but no sign of the enemy.
Stuka bomber incoming! Clear the central plaza!
Thank you for seeing to those German snipers. My squad will gather up intel and return to HQ shortly. Gather it all up, men.
Out! Everyone out! Now! Comrade Captain, hold still. I'll get you free.
Ah, no. Leave me, Yuri.
But sir...
I'm pinned. Fritz will be here any minute. What? That's an order!
We have to go back for the captain. The fascists don't even know he's there.
Are you certain, Yuri? Major Polivanov will not permit a rescue attempt.
They haven't seen him, I'm certain. We must free the captain. I won't leave him to die.
As you say, Yuri, find an engineer. We go to free the captain.
The engineers are working to free Captain Isakovich. Hold this sector until we can move the captain.
Under infantry attack!
Commander, a support truck is on the way to help defend Comrade Isakovich.
Comrade Captain.
Huh? Yuri. I ordered you back to base.
Yes, sir. But you did not order me to stay there. I brought help.
Major Polivanov let you do this?
The Major was busy, Comrade Captain. We exercised initiative. Now let's get this building off you.
Where have you been, Private?
Preventing the capture of a valiant Soviet officer, Comrade Major.
That is no excuse for deserting your post. I want the rest of these soldiers executed in the morning, in front of the battalion. You should remain quiet, Comrade Captain. This had nothing to do with you. Or did it? I believe this captain is becoming a bad influence. Put him on the next train to Moscow.
I had a lot of time to think about those men and what they did for me, and the price they paid for their bravery.
Ah, yes, your long hospital stay. Most educational, I should think, was Sergeant Pozharsky sharing the ward.
Sergeant Pozharsky was certainly larger than life. Being in his ward made the time pass quicker.
Cheer up, my friend. Why so down in the mouth? You're alive. We must celebrate that and drink to the memories of our comrades who cannot.
How can I celebrate, after what I have seen?
So drink to forget. It works for me.
Yes. But every night, when I close my eyes, I am back in Stalingrad.
At least in Stalingrad, you still had food. Leningrad was completely cut off. The Germans starved the city for over a year. Do you know what that kind of suffering does to people? It turns them into animals, who will do anything to survive. Anything. But survive we did.
Come, comrades! To battle! Fight! Bring them death!
On the eastern bank. Use molotovs and grenades to clear trenches.
Another German howitzer is pounding our allies' command post. Destroy or capture that weapon. Friendly artillery will cover the riverbank with a decoy barrage to suppress the enemy.
Comrades, we are the first men across the river in more than a year. But now, we must capture the German headquarters in the town of Schlisselburg. Once captured, we must not lose the HQ as we turn to flush out those German dogs. If we push our luck, we might even link up with our allies to the east. Armor support is on its way. Use these troops to demolish enemy garrisons and destroy panzers.
The Germans are preparing a counterattack. Fortify this territory and weather the assault. Fall back to the supply yard! We've destroyed the bulk of their armor. Clear out the remaining enemy garrisons, and Schlisselburg is ours. We've done it. The remaining German forces are falling back. We can begin rebuilding supply lines into Leningrad.
Light tank ready for orders.
We linked up with the Leningrad front, but the fighting was far from over. There were still pockets of Germans to clear out. They fought like cornered rats.
Additional forces, but they are all we can spare. Destroy that tiger!
Okay, what have we got? Mines and demolition packs. We could set them and lure the tiger into a trap.
We also have AT rifles, but I doubt they'll do much against that hide. There might be leftover weapons in the village itself.
Command left us with very little. We will need to locate discarded munitions in the village for our demolitions.
He's turning tail and running!
He will likely run for the airfield north of here.
Yes! Take that, you Svalok!
Good work neutralizing the Tiger tanks, comrades. Now we have an opportunity we must take advantage of. Command wants us to capture that beast of a tank and take it back to HQ, to study it and prove it's not invincible. The enemy isn't going to like this, and they have taken positions in the village. I'm sure they'll try to recapture or even destroy our prize tank. Command has reinforcements en route, so for now, we'll capture and repair the Tiger, and then extract it back to base. We must not let this opportunity slip through our fingers, comrades. This Tiger will be ours.
We should set up a wide defense around the Tiger. The Germans will be here soon.
Commander, we now have a base established south of the village.
Good news is it will run. Bad news, the engine is damaged. First gear is the best I can give you. What is taking so long? I am not used to repairing German tanks.
Come on, hurry up. How hard can it be?
I am going as quickly as I can. All right, treads are back on. Let's go. We should stick to roads. We'll move faster and can mobilize troops easier. Fuck! Bliat! Someone get up on that mounted MG-42 and help out!
Excellent work, comrade. With this Tiger, we can find weaknesses to exploit.
It was Pozharsky and his stories that started me on my path as a writer. You wanted me to inspire the troops with my words, but apart from the bravery of our soldiers, I found nothing inspiring about what I saw.
Was being a journalist really worse than being a soldier?
It was different.
All right, sir. We've reached the forward position and will begin to establish an outpost.
Excellent. We are sending air recon your way to get the lay of the land.
There's German forces directly outside of our position. We need reinforcements at once!
Apologies, comrade. We've been cut off by German forces. You're on your own.
What the hell do you mean, on our own?
Don't be pissed off. The Germans don't know your position yet. Just take that damned town back.
Yes, sir. Comrades, hurry the hell up and finish getting this outpost established. The Germans are currently unaware of our presence. We can use this to our advantage, but we've got to hurry!
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
Shock troops cannot...
Sir, we now have enough fuel to begin construction of a Tankovi battalion. We've got the territory. Now, secure it to gain extra munitions or fuel.
Excellent work, men. Now secure the area and build up a strike force to hit the Germans.
Yes, sir.
Work fast. You'll need to hit them hard with everything you've got. You will not be able to match their strength if they have time to react.
Stuka's inbound. Spread your forces out. Do not give them a bunched target.
Bliat! That last German airstrike knocked out our communications. We're completely cut off.
This day keeps getting worse. This is going to be damn near impossible without recon support. We're blind to those Stukas and cut off from Central Command. We're sitting ducks unless we push forward. If we want to risk it, we can try to use a local tower to get back our communications. But either way, we still need to push through the German defenses protecting the city, which are somewhere around here and here. Once we're in the city, we need to eliminate the 2 German strongholds. There's no turning back now, comrades.
Bliat! We're running blind out here!
Broken through their defensive line. We need to keep pushing through to root them from their strongholds in the city. Communication has been re-established.
Where in the hell have you been?
Sir, a radio tower was hit by a German airstrike. We had to commandeer the Germans tower to regain communications.
Germans out of that area now!
Yes, sir.
Then, one of our IL-2 bombers just became available. He's at your disposal. Special delivery, comrades. The Germans were nice enough to give us an opening, so thought you may like some Katyusha.
We've taken the town. The last of the German cowards are retreating. Excellent work, comrades.
Lublin is the last German stronghold between us and the Vistula River. Once we take Lublin, we have a clear path to Warsaw. Our primary objective is the fascist headquarters here at Lublin Castle. Partisans also report that Soviet soldiers are imprisoned inside of it. Of course, it won't be as easy as just rolling up to the castle. Enemy troops are deployed throughout the city. Expect infantry and team weapons in the urban center here, heavy armor in the fields here, and artillery to the northeast. Once we've secured the outskirts, you'll have access to ISU-152 assault guns. Use them to breach the castle gate and free our comrades from the fascisti prison.
If they hit you, it will be luck, not skill.
We must force the Germans to fall back before we call for heavy armor support. Clear and capture the territories surrounding the castle. It is time to assault the castle. Use the ISU-152s to breach the gate from range. We must move quickly if we wish to save any of our comrades being held inside. Partisans have reported more German reinforcements on the way. Well done, comrades. The castle is ours.
Comrade General, the prisoners in the castle were killed by the Germans. But there's a camp nearby where more of our men are being held.
I believe other units are clearing that area now, Captain. We must hope it's not too late for those prisoners.
Majdanek. After what I saw at Majdanek, I got drunk, and I stayed drunk for days.
Yes, you were becoming useless to me.
Useless? Do you even understand how it felt to see that? On top of everything else?
I suppose I do, having read your notebooks. But we had to win a war.
Yes, we had to win, but did it ever matter to you how we won?
We did what we had to. I did what I had to. That's why I sent Sergeant Przyatsky to see you. I thought it might do you good to see how a real Soviet soldier gets things done.
Comrade Isakovich, let me introduce you to our Polish comrades. Well, not exactly comrades. This young lady is Anya Zelenskaya. Anya knows the location of an informant. The Poles are going to convince him to come back with us. You will accompany them. My boys and I have another task, but we'll meet you back here.
I will not wait for you, journalist. If you endanger us, I'll kill you myself.
I remember Anya as a fearless sniper and the most passionate soldier I'd ever met. Passionate, but lacking compassion for the Germans invading her homeland.
Die, you fascist bastard! With each shot, a German dies. We cannot afford to miss.
The informant is in this camp. My men have discovered German officers at positions here, here, and here. We need to take them out before we can move the informant. Be careful not to let any officers get away, or else we'll have to abort the mission. While the Germans are distracted, a few of us will move into the camp and grab the informant. Once we have the informant, we will disengage and meet up with Pożarski and his men. Move into position around the German camps. Target the officers first, then deal with any retaliating forces.
Anya! That officer is making for the radio! The dogs have called for help! Get to cover and prepare an ambush! Forward!
The Germans have a radio in that camp. It is probably linked to an antenna somewhere in the forest. If we can disable it, we'll have fewer enemy reinforcements to contend with. I have an idea. Get to cover. I'm going to light that campfire. We'll ambush the enemy when they investigate.
Who lit that fire? Time to... Enemy sniper!
Stay down. Use cover to approach and eliminate that sniper. There is an infirmary in that camp. Capture it, and we can repurpose a few German medical supplies. Brother, you're wounded. You should return to the infirmary and make use of those German supplies.
It is only a scratch, but thank you.
Take out the mortar team! While the Germans are distracted, a few of us will move into the camp and grab the informant. Once we have the informant, we will disengage and meet up with Pożarski and his men. Destroy that structure.
Aim fire on that target.
Anya, German reinforcements are coming.
Where?
They approach from the south to investigate the camps we've cleared.
Press on. Our objective is close.
Follow the truck. It must be going towards the informant's camp.
The informant is in this camp. We can start a fire to distract enemy troops. I'll find our talkative colleague, although he may need a little persuasion. Keep watch and stay in cover.
Anya, we have several allied squads concealed nearby.
Signal to them if necessary, but we mustn't draw unwanted attention.
Scouts ahead. More squads will be following them.
Set a demolition charge to surprise the approaching enemies.
Trucks are coming your way. Be prepared. More scouts ahead. Coming from the other side.
Set a demolition charge on that path.
Cover us! We're coming out! We have the informant. Now find us a clear path out of here. The informant told me there are some Polish prisoners in a camp nearby. Liberate those prisoners. Their knowledge of the camp could help us.
But Anya, it's too dangerous. German troops have reinforced the area.
We can't leave our own people behind. Let's go! Make sure the informant gets to safety, my friends. We have a camp to secure. Keep off the main road as much as possible. We don't want the enemy seeing us and calling for reinforcements.
All right. But if an enemy truck approaches, aim for the driver. Then take care of any survivors. Anya, there are dead partisans all around this path. Seems like they were trying to escape.
Let's follow it then. It must lead to the prison. Look there! Prisoners! Free them and we gain valuable allies.
Thank you, Anya. We owe you a debt. With a few borrowed German weapons, perhaps we can assist you.
Get to the rendezvous point.
Surely more enemy troops have been alerted to our presence. Their numbers are too great.
Keep to the shadows and avoid direct conflict, but retaliate if you must. You're all here, and our loose-lipped friend still lives. Many Polish soldiers escaped the enemy camp thanks to our efforts. A successful operation. Now let us return to Comrade Pożarski. Here is your tongue, Pożarski. He's ready to talk. Now, where are the supplies you promised us? That are needed in Warsaw.
There, my Polish friend. All that you bargained for and more besides. The Red Army knows how to take care of its friends.
What in the name of God have you done, Pożarski?
These Poles were capitalists and thieves. Once the Germans were gone, the Poles would have been fighting us. And we have been at war far too long. Nothing personal.
Cutting it a little close, Lieutenant? Majdanek? Partisans? Murder? This is what you want to send?
Yes, the people need to hear this.
They need your words to inspire them, not fill them with despair. Don't you see how dangerous this is to the war effort?
What is dangerous is pretending none of it happened.
Those words will not leave this room.
You cannot hide the truth forever.
You are not thinking straight. A change of perspective will do you good. Report to Colonel Saitov and the 8 Guards.
You're assigning me to a penal battalion? This is a death sentence.
Go tell their story, Lieutenant. While you still can.
Outside the walls of Poznan.
Comrades, the rest of the Red Army is moving on to the Oder River and Germany. We have the privilege of clearing the fascist vermin from the city, but they have burrowed deep. We have to breach the outer redoubts and then fight our way through the city and onto the fortress. However, we cannot risk bringing armor into range until we've eliminated the anti-tank weapons on the walls. We will have some air support providing reconnaissance while we punch through the wall. We'll then exploit the breach with armor and infantry. Once we're inside the outer defenses, we will push through the city, securing the outposts in the square and at the town hall. Then, finally, we will corner the rats at the citadel.
Our first task is to breach these outer walls and capture some territory inside Poznan. Expect heavy defenses from the Poznan wall, and watch out for attacks from the redoubts on your flanks. Yes, General Chukov. This is Colonel General Kovachev. We can take the city. Why don't you rest up for Berlin? I don't think so, Colonel General. We will not be content to just sit back and provide support to you here. Then we attack from 2 fronts. Inform your men that we are attacking from east, and watch your fire.
The bridge is out!
We must find another way through.
Sir, some of the forward troops have spotted some places where the wall looks to be in bad condition.
Bring in the ISU-152 from reserves. Something that heavy may be able to topple the wall and run through. We have secured some territory inside Poznan's walls. 69th Army, new orders. Withdraw from battle at once. General Zhukov, I have been instructed to leave this in your hands. Good luck. It sounds like it's coming from the citadel to the north. Keep your focus on capturing the 2 outposts, men. We will get to the citadel later. Comrades, we are progressing too slowly. We must push harder to capture Poznan, and soon. We will not be given infinite resources to accomplish this. Resources are required elsewhere.
We have killed an enemy.
Both squares have been secured, sir.
Excellent work. Now it's time to take on our final objective, the citadel to the north. That is where all of the remaining German forces will be. One more push, brothers. Soviet command wants me to pass on their congratulations. They were ready to pull you out of Poznan, but you proved that it was possible to get the job done. We have the fortress. Poznan is ours.
We might as well call the fascists and tell them we're here. We can't keep chasing them through the woods. We need to change our tactics.
We have our PPS.
Hold on, men! Friendly reconnaissance plane is inbound!
What is left of the German 9th Army is trying to break through our lines and link up with their 12th Army. We're going to cut them off and make sure that doesn't happen. Your first objective is to secure the road to Halbe. Once you have established a supply line, proceed through the surrounding forests and encircle the town. The Germans are holed up there, waiting for a chance to break through. We will not let them escape, comrades. Remember what they've done to our homeland, our people. We will show the fascists no mercy.
The Germans have a strong defensive position ahead. We must secure that territory before our forces can keep pushing forward. Those anti-tank guns will tear apart our tanks. Take them out, and I'll be able to provide armored reinforcements.
Panther tank, take cover!
Enemy has killed another imp. We have come too far to be pushed back. Heavy tank support is on its way. Excellent work, comrades. The road is now under our control. We have strict orders from Marshal Konev to avoid strongholds and continue our advance towards Berlin. Divide your forces into 2 separate flanks and encircle the town. Remember, we must control both exits to the town if we are to stop the cowards from escaping. It's only a matter of time before the Germans discover our plan.
We don't have much room to maneuver in these woods. Keep an eye out for panzer shakes.
We have secured one of the exits, Comrade Colonel.
Mortar half-track! Take it out!
We have reports that the German army is trying to retreat to the west. We must not let them escape. Hold the road and railway and prevent any Germans from getting through.
Here they come!
Sir, we have movement by the railway.
I can't tell if they're soldiers. Should we let them go?
I told you to shoot, damn it! Shoot them before they shoot us!
They died in their thousands just to have a chance to surrender to the Americans. But all that mattered to the generals was the race to Berlin. Egos killed men that needn't have died.
I suppose egos were at play, comrade. But it was vital that we reached Berlin before the British and Americans. The future of the Soviet Union depended on the Germans surrendering to us, not our allies.
Get in there!
Berlin, the last stronghold of those fascists who still had the will to fight. It had been 4 brutal years. A long and bloody road, but this was their homeland and we knew they would fight to the end. Final victory would not come easily.
Forward! Command wants the Moltke Bridge taken at once! Clear these roadblocks. The IS-2's main cannon could make short work of them.
Conscripts are alive. More about it.
Look! The bridge is still intact!
54.
Intact and clear of Germans. Let us move up and secure the opposite side before they try to take it back. Before we can take the Reichstag, we must clear the fanatics out of the Ministry of the Interior building here. We believe the Germans are storing munitions within, which I am sure we can find a good use for. Once secured, we must move on to the Opera House, where the enemy is entrenched in great numbers. With that in our hands, we'll push across the plaza through heavy fortifications and assault their last line of defense in front of the Reichstag itself. Comrades, do not be discouraged by our casualties. The time of victory is nearly at hand. Capture the Reichstag, and we will crush what is left of the German morale. we will see the Soviet flag fly from its roof. The Germans will likely be heavily dug in on the streets. We should try to flank through the city blocks when possible. Our artillery is still out of range, and flank towers in the area are preventing close air support. Smoke rounds! Prepare for a counterattack!
Commander, good job on taking out that howitzer. We've received reports from Allied divisions of shelling on their lines. There may be more. Sweep the riverbank and find any others. Take them out!
Those Germans were low on shells. There's not enough left to make this gun useful.
Comrade Commander, advance forward and secure the ruined Kroll Opera House.
They will likely have the front entrance heavily defended. We might find an alternate entrance to the east.
Comrades, hear me! The fascist reign ends here! Across this square is the very symbol of their corruption! You will cross the plaza! You will kill every German you find! You will not stop until the flag of the motherland flies from the rooftop! For the motherland! For Russia! Access routes into Berlin are re-established. Artillery guns are now available for deployment. Comrade, orders from Stalin. Do not destroy the Reichstag. Take it intact.
We must destroy those tanks before we can assault the Reichstag itself.
Found another howitzer! Comrades, another one of those howitzers!
The Tigers are down! Comrades, storm the Reichstag now!
Millions died to raise that flag. The irony was that the Reichstag had not been in use since Hitler came to power. All those graves for a photograph. I tried to live with what I had seen, but every night my mind raced. I couldn't sleep, not for a year. I knew what I had to do. To honor those men, those soldiers, the truth had to be told. So I tried to defect.
When I saw how you had betrayed us, I personally signed the orders to send you to the Gulag.
I once read that in war, the first casualty is truth. What is inside that book is nothing but truth, comrade. All the men who fought so hard, all of their heroism, it's in those pages. Our victory only brought a different tyranny. I made my peace long ago with the truth. If that means my death, let them do what they must.
We all reap what we sow, comrade.
Lev Abramovich Isakovich, you have been found guilty of crimes against the state. The punishment is death. Do you have any final words?
You'd better go now, comrade. Comrade Isakovich, when they sent me your book after your arrest, I must admit I never read it. Until the day I learned that I was not to survive Comrade Stalin's next purge. I've devoted my life to the motherland, and now I know I have one last duty to perform. I've earned the bullet. The least I deserve is to choose which bullet. So, I'll take yours. The stories of our brave soldiers need to be told.